What's up, family, and happy Valentine's Day to all of you out there, except for the men, of course. I hope all of you have love and peace today on this Wednesday. But we do want to go ahead and talk about a new bill proposal that's on the table right now. Check this article out right here. Yes, this bipartisan bill is offering $5,000 as a tax credit to ease family caregiver burden. Yes, we are talking about a new bill or a new act that was just introduced in Congress, and luckily it is receiving a little bit of support on a bipartisan way. But anyways, it's called the Credit for Caring Act, and it would help offset some of the costs for home care, adult day services, and even more than that. But in order to claim it, you need some type of tax liability. Anyways, let me go ahead and explain to you right here. It says that more than 48 million Americans are caregivers in some type of way, providing more than $600 billion in unpaid care for their loved ones. That's doing everything from helping prepare meals, paying bills, to assisting with medication and medical nursing tasks in order to help parents, spouses, and loved ones live independently in their comfort of their home. 61% of those caregivers also have a part-time or a full-time job on top of their caregiver responsibilities. The average caregiver in the United States spent $7,242 in out-of-pocket costs in the year of 2021. And I would almost expect that for 2022 and 2023 was much, much more than that. But anyways, this particular new bill could offer caregivers some financial relief. Yes, on last Wednesday, a bipartisan group of U.S. senators and members of the U.S. House of Representatives reintroduced a piece of legislation that would provide help in the form of a federal tax credit for eligible working family caregivers. Now, AARP has been working with legislators for 8 years on previous versions of this particular bill with no luck. But senior AARP leaders told USA Today that they believe that this time is finally right for it to become a law and bring relief to many caregivers, including members of Congress. Yes, everybody has a story and a personal connection to caring for aging parents or spouses. AARP's Vice President for Government Affairs for Healthcare and Family Issues said this statement. The advocacy organization has heard directly from members of Congress who have cared for loved ones as well as their friends and families. So that is particularly why they have decided to introduce this bill, so they can basically offer money for them or some family members that continue to take care of their other family members as caregivers. We all know that these particular laws are written and signed into law by Congress sent over to the president, in which that is probably why we are seeing such a bill like this. But the good news is that this could potentially put some money into your pocket or your family or someone you know, especially depending on what you do for them, such as giving them medication on a daily or weekly basis. As they stated that some people are spending as much as $7,200, and I would almost expect that last year in 2023, that number was probably close to $7,500 per year. So anyways, this particular new bill could put an additional $5,000 in your pocket if you are considered as a caregiver. Obviously, depending on those particular criteria, in order for you to be eligible to receive this, that is all in play. But again, you guys know who you are, whether or not you potentially participate in any type of caregiving activities, you could be eligible for this tax credit in the form of $5,000 if, don't forget, if they do get this bill passed and signed by the president. What do you think about this, guys? I think that it is something very positive, because I will say majority of the people are participating in caregiving activities are probably on the older side, if you will, maybe 40 or higher than that. But anyway, so this is going to be able to give them a little bit of money back, just to say thank you for taking care of our elderly individuals as they go through different tribulations of life. So anyways, I love this particular bill, and we hope to see this pass very soon. But I would love to get your thoughts on this. If you get the opportunity, comment down below and let me know how you feel about this new bill that is on the table. The Caring Act bill, Credit for Caring Act. $5,000 checks, guys. But in addition to that, we also have some information that was just released here recently, a couple of days ago, in which we all know that the House and the Senate are constantly working on different types of bills, different types of legislatures and things of that sort. And here recently, we did receive word that the House is working on something right now, and they are considering what they are calling a generous tax deduction for residents in high-income states, specifically referring to New York City. Yes, as you can see in this article, it says that the House is considering more generous tax deductions for residents of high-tax states like New York. Again, federal legislatures say that they want more generous tax deductions for residents of high-tax states like New York, but it's unclear how they'll get there. They do want to know they want it, but they don't necessarily know the direction or the path to make that happen. But since 2018, the tax season, state and local tax players such as the SALT law, those deductions have been capped at around $10,000 due to the passage of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act under the former President Donald Trump. Previously, the deduction had been uncapped, allowing taxpayers to deduct their state and local liabilities when filing their federal income tax, and elected officials from both parties have pushed for something closer to that system. For instance, 3 New York Republicans, one of their California counterparts, and a New Jersey Democrat are pushing for this new bill that would eliminate a marriage penalty for couples filing their returns. Currently, joint filers have their SALT deductions capped at $10,000, and separate filers are capped at around $5,000 each. And under this new piece of legislation, joint filers would have their SALT deduction cap increased from $10,000 to $20,000, and married couples filing separately would have their individual caps up from the previous $5,000 to $10,000. This would obviously give them a benefit. But anyways, Representative Nicole of Staten Island has long been a proponent of raising the SALT deduction and said that she would support this particular legislation. Whether it's my legislation to increase the standard deduction, the expansion of the child tax credit has recently passed, or increasing SALT relief, I am for any measure that will lower taxes for my constituents. I will support this legislation with the understanding that we have the best chance of providing SALT relief in 2025 when the current provisions expire. We should provide any relief from the federal level that we can. However, the state and local tax burden is a result, and City Hall's wasteful tax spend culture that's squeezing taxpayers more and more every single year, specifically in New York. Now, obviously, New York is not the only high-income state, but there are a few more others out there. But New York is kind of leading the way and trying to get this thing passed. So yes, once that is successful, I would only assume that you will start seeing some of the other high-tax states as well try to introduce their own type of legislation similar to this particular one right here. So anyways, this is some very positive news in the right direction. But like I said, just like the previous bill, this has not passed as of yet. They're still trying to bring it forth and get this thing done. And so far, it is looking very promising. But as of now, we are still in limbo waiting on lawmakers to make this happen. And you all know how long that process can actually be. So anyways, what do you think about this, specifically if you live in New York City? If you do, comment down below and let me know, as well as would this actually affect you, or this doesn't necessarily make a big deal? Let me know down in the comment section, guys. I'm curious to see how you feel about this. But outside of that, this is two particular bills on the table, one on the federal level and one on a state level, that is potentially going to provide some additional money for low-income families as well as caregivers. $5,000 for caregivers, and this particular other bill, they saying that it could be a very generous numerous tax deductions. So that means that you could potentially keep more money in your pocket. So anyways, let me know what you think about this. But outside of all that, that's all I have for you today. And I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, that's all we have for you today. But feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money. Also, don't forget about signing up for the Amazon Prime membership, where you can get 30 days for free, which is a great time right now because you can sit at home and order things and get them delivered to your front door. And don't forget that they sell groceries as well. So in a time that we're going through right now with these daily viruses and things of that sort, this can come in handy. You don't have to go to the store and expose yourself. You can get your items delivered to your front door for totally free, at least for 30 days. But anyways, if you are interested, check out the links down below. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.